Hello, Husker fans. Sam McKewon along with Tom Shatel for Tom Shatel's Press Pass. It's a Tuesday. Nebraska is planning to play Minnesota, which is a heck of a lot like the team they just played in Illinois. But this time, the Huskers may not have starting quarterback Casey Thompson. He remains day-to-day based on an arm injury he suffered halfway through the second quarter against Illinois. And, Tom, I mean, this seems like a big blow for the Huskers. He was clearly the number one based on what we saw after he went out of the game.
It's really bad news in a lot of ways. Man, it's one of those things where if Nebraska, I mean, and they are still in the hunt for, the bowl game possibly. He's their best chance to win, and if he can't play, the chances to win go really, really down. But if he's iffy, do you throw him out there against that defense? With the offensive line, the protection's not great. Then you're at Michigan next week. I might kind of think you hold him out until the Wisconsin-Iowa finish. But we'll see. He may think the way he rolls. He's a guy who likes to fight and likes to play. He wants to be out there, so we'll see. But if he's not effective, do you really chance it? So, yeah, it's tough. And now we go into which backup do you like? They played both last week. My opinion, I think Smothers is probably an interesting angle to run the ball. A lot of defenses can't stop that. Chubba Purdy did not play well. Is he going to calm down and play better?
Mickey said he has to calm down.
Yeah.
The bottom line is he has to calm down because he wants to make a play so bad he makes a bad play. That's the way Mickey put it. It was pretty clever. Yeah, and
if my experience is when you tell somebody who's nervous to calm down, they get more nervous. And I'm not sure Mark Whipple is a calming influence there. He's a no-nonsense guy. So it'll be interesting. And even more interesting to me, Sam, is where, Mickey's the head coach here. Does he tell Whipple which quarterback to play? Does he defer to Whipple? Obviously Chubba probably fits Whipple's style better.
Joseph has nothing to lose in telling Mark Whipple exactly what to do.
Right.
Does he? He has nothing to lose.
No, but his
he might as well just tell him exactly what he wants.
What he said in the past though was, "Well, I leave Whipple alone. He's the man. He's the guy. He's got he's got more experience than me. Blah blah blah." And so will he do that? I mean, today Mickey was asked, what style of offense, from your small snapshot of the Big Ten, what do you think the offense for Nebraska should be going forward in the coming years? And he said, run the ball. This is a league where you've got to establish the run and control the clock. So why not start this week with Smothers? But we'll see.
They've done a lot of running the ball and controlling the clock in the last 3 weeks. They haven't done that at all. And so I asked him, I said, well, can you do that with the offense now? And he's like, well, we like to throw it, but this week we might run it. I mean, clearly there's a disconnect, not a disconnect, but like Mark Whipple's kind of running the show. And obviously going forward, if Mickey just for the head coach, they would do what Mickey wants to do. I'm just saying they may as well do that now. They got a month left against 4 teams they haven't beaten since 2018.
Right.
They haven't beaten any of them since 2018, and they haven't beaten Michigan, Iowa, and Wisconsin since forever.
And you know what? Mark Whipple was brought here to be Scott Frost's, the play caller, the eyes and ears, the guru, whatever. But he was brought here to throw the ball and not run the ball. So that's what Whipple's going to do. And so it's really interesting to see, I think, this weekend who starts and how that all plays out.
Yeah, Mickey Joseph probably needs to win this game if they're going to make a bowl game. Their chances of beating Michigan are really slim.
Yeah.
So to make a bowl game, Nebraska has to win 3 of its last 4, which means they probably need to win this weekend because the chances of them beating Michigan are there. Michigan at Michigan are very slim. So yeah, I guess you like their chances. They're a 15-point underdog, which means the sharps in the world think that Casey Thompson's not going to play.
Yeah, and I would think after what Casey did last year, he played hurt with an injured thumb all year. I'm not sure he's going to want to do that again.
Right.
I don't know. I'm sure he's got designs on going to the next level. Yeah, but probably not a good idea to, go into the off season with needing some kind of surgery or something. So on the elbow. So my guess is he won't play. But I'll show up like everybody else at 11 a.m. and find out.
So we'll probably have breakfast in the press box, maybe for the first time this year. I'm looking forward to that. Breakfast in the press box.
Always good.
The World-Herald and Husker Extra will be there too, 11 a.m. on Saturday. We'll have coverage and preview coverage of Nebraska, Minnesota all week. Thanks, Husker fans. For Tom, I'm Sam. This is Tom Shatel's Press Pass.